Kevin Tooley. I would like to tell you about my life. When I was 2 weeks old, I had a brain injury that caused me to have cerebral palsy. I lived with my mother until I was 5. My mother got into drugs and abandoned my older siblings and me. My older brother and sister have different dads. I went to different homes until my dad came to get me and brought me to Hickory. I started going to Conover School at the age of 9, and they helped me with getting a communication device and power chair. My first communication device was a Light Talker. The speech-language pathologist let me take the communication device home to play with, and within a week, I learned how to program the device myself. While I was at Conover School, I met Jen, and she would take me on weekends. She was my teacher assistant for 2.5 years. My teacher and speech-language pathologist came to me and said that I was smart enough to go to a regular school. I went to Startown Elementary School and started in the 2nd grade. A couple of weeks after I started Startown, Jen stopped my dad and said to let me live with her. My dad tried the best he could to take care of me, but it was hard on him. So I went to live with her, and she started to take me to church, but I was not saved until I was 17. One day in the 3rd grade, I was in class. I did something to get in trouble with the teacher that I got sent to the office. The principal gave me detention. I was so mad that I pushed the big plant down to the cafeteria. I was suspended after that. I was in regular classroom at Startown. After I left Startown at the end of 5th grade, I went to Newton Conover Middle School for 6th and 7th grade. I skipped the 8th grade so I can graduate on time. I graduated from Newton Conover High School in 2003. I went to St. Andrews College until they shut the dorm down. I was about to get a degree from there. My last year was so bad that I wanted to give up on college, but I didn't. I came home and went to CVCC and got an associate's degree. The communication device enables me to communicate with people. Without my communication device, I cannot express my feelings, wants, and needs. If I don't have my communication device, I would not be happy. For an example, my Echo broke down at the center. Luckily, I had my Pathfinder as a backup. My communication device is my world. School took a lot of my energy, especially when I did homework, because I use a head switch to type. For an example, I had a paper in religion, and it took a week to write a 7-page paper. I wanted to write the best paper I could. Moving my head to hit the switch takes a toll on the neck. Also, my body gets tired. There are times that my head and neck hurt, or also there are times that my whole body hurts. My body never stops moving because of my disability. The Echo has more features than I know what to do with. I don't know everything in this device, but I'm starting to figure things out. It takes me longer to talk because I use a head switch. I get people to come up to me and say hey to me. Then they walk off. I get frustrated that they do. People don't know how long it takes me to talk. If you have patience, I will talk to you. My life was hard without my mom being there. My relationship with my mother was not the best. I was angry at her because she was not there for me like Jen was, but I forgave her. She had a lot of problems that she did not overcome in her life. Sadly, she took too many drugs, and she died. My dad and I have a good relationship. I have to say that my dad is my best friend in the world. I have a lot of respect for my dad. Last January, I started coming to adult life and I love it. God helped me overcome the obstacles in my life. Being disabled doesn't mean that you don't have to give up. Yes, I'm disabled, but I don't let it stop me. Life is like a game. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose, but you should not give up. I would like to leave you with this: no matter where you have been, it's about where you are going. God is the ultimate judge in my life. I still have the drive to make an impact in the world. Thank you for listening to me. Now I will take questions.